It's my sincere pleasure this morning to welcome you to the 2019 San Marcos Chamber of Commerce Business Excellence Awards featuring the San Marcos State of the City Address. I'm Carla Reuter. I am the 2019 chair of the San Marcos Chamber of Commerce, and I'm also the branch manager of the San Diego Union Tribune, located right here in North County at their branch office in San Marcos. So would you please stand with me and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And would you please remain standing for our invocation with Pastor Daniel Jones here from the Summit Church.
Thank you. I'm reminded of a podium where they had it etched in the podium that blessed are the short-winded, for they shall be invited back. So I'd like to respect your time today. Just bow your heads with me if you would. For prayer, we just thank you, Father, that it's your will. You asked us to pray for those in authority, those who govern, and even at this level, at a local level. And I just thank you, God, that we will pray and give thanks. So I ask you, O God, to bless the city of San Marcos. I give thanks for our mayor, the first female mayor of this city, and I just honor you. I ask your blessings on the mayor, on each of our council men and women today. I thank you, Father, for all of the city staff, for each of the city workers, whether they lace up their boots or they log into their computers. I ask for your blessing on each person who serves in this city. I thank you, Father, for this city's continual growth, not just in quantity, but in quality of life. And we honor you. We bless the forward-thinking entrepreneurs and the business people who are gathered here and who lead in our community. We thank you for wisdom for those leading in our education. And we thank you, Father, that you would bless those in the arts and in the media. We bless you, Father, and we thank you for those for leading the advancement in our community. And I pray, God, even as you've created each of us with diversity in us, that each one of us would embrace the noble call to unity in our community around us. Dear Lord, I thank you that you would spark innovative ideas and initiatives, that you would bless the developments of City North and the bridges and all the infrastructure of our city. I thank you for that collaboration with the adjoining cities around us. We bless you that we have a low crime rate, and I ask you to protect our families and our first responders. And we thank you that divided we fall, but yet united we stand. Thus, give all our city leaders that strength and determination for a unified stand. And once again, I thank you for your continued blessing and protection around our current mayor, Rebecca Jones, and I ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you.
So at this time, I would like to introduce to you Dr. Patricia L. Prado-Olmos. She is the Vice President of Community Engagement at California State University, San Marcos, and she oversees the university's efforts to forge meaningful connections and productive partnerships with its communities. In this role, she leads the university's activities related to a guaranteed admission program with partner school districts, tribal initiatives, community engaged scholarship, civic engagement, service learning internships, and economic development. Dr. Prado-Olmos earned her BA in psychology from Pomona College in 1987, and she earned her PhD in educational psychology from the University of California, Santa Barbara in 1993. So please join with me in welcoming Dr. Prado Olmos. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon, or good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to Cal State San Marcos. On behalf of President Haynes, I'm delighted to welcome our region's political, civic, and business leaders to this vibrant, high-demand, and fast-growing campus. Cal State San Marcos is located on traditional Licendio lands, and we acknowledge the First Peoples of this area. As well, here at CSUSM, we work every day to expand student access to an excellent and affordable education. As a public university, we are focused on the public trust, alignment with regional needs, and sustained enrichment of the intellectual, civic, economic, and cultural life of our region. We are truly and uniquely a 21st century university, future-focused, technologically sophisticated, and committed to bold goals. In fact, we recently concluded one of our boldest and most audacious efforts, our first comprehensive fundraising campaign. Our campaign, Forward Together, was designed to prepare tomorrow's leaders, build great communities, and solve critical issues. And we set a goal of $50 million. It was the largest philanthropic campaign in CSUSM history, and we believe the biggest for any university across the nation of our youthful age. I am proud to share our total Forward Together goal was $55,035,210. So we surpassed our goal, and we are really, really happy for that. Thank you. Even with our many successes, we continue to explore the needs of our campus and regional communities, especially when it comes to the development of new academic programs and initiatives. With growing student demand and stalled state funding for new academic space, we are partnering with North City developers on a complex project to construct a 135,000 square foot building, our largest academic building, which will, with a parking garage, provide much needed academic and administrative space. And I understand parking was a little tough this morning, so we are really going to welcome that parking garage. You might have driven past the building that's under construction on your way here this morning, because it's located right out on Barham. Slated to open this fall, the building is yet another testament to this university's innovative, creative, and entrepreneurial spirit. Bringing the extended learning building to fruition was a complex task that pushed the boundaries, not just of the CSU system, but of the University of California and the California Community College systems. And we could not have done any of this without the partnership and support of the city of San Marcos. So thank you. Like the city we call home, our university is a place for realizing potential and possibility, and it makes me proud to see all of the ways that we come together in that spirit each day. Once again, I bid you welcome, and I look forward to our time together this afternoon. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Rick Rangaitis, CEO of the San Marcos Chamber of Commerce. On behalf of the San Marcos Chamber, with support from the City of San Marcos and our generous event sponsors, who I'll recognize in a moment, I'd like to thank each of you, our partners, our members, and the community for joining us this afternoon. This is a very special day for the Chamber. It's an opportunity for us to fill a room with the people that make San Marcos such a wonderful place to work, live, play, and do business. 2018 was a strong year for our chamber, and that's largely thanks to a passionate staff, robust board of directors who I'll introduce in a moment, great partners like the City of San Marcos, and most importantly to our chamber members, many of you here today. We continue to see steady growth in membership at the chamber. We continue to strive to produce and create new resources, new programs to help our members, and also events that are great for the local community. So I want to thank you all for everything you do for the Chamber and for the City of San Marcos. It said applause here, so thanks for not letting me down. I appreciate it. Now I'd like to recognize elected officials who've joined us today. From our own city of San Marcos, we have Mayor Rebecca Jones. Mayor Pro Tem Sharon Jenkins. Councilmember Maria Nunez. Councilmember Jay Petrick. And Councilmember Randy Walton. In order for San Marcos to be strong, our region must be strong, supported by the leaders chosen to represent our interests. I'd like to acknowledge any other elected officials or their designees present to please stand. Thank you. Also, I'd like to introduce or recognize our city manager, Jack Griffin, with several other key city staff. Together, Cal State San Marcos, Palomar College, the San Marcos Unified School District, and our private education institutions have made San Marcos North County's education hub. It is our schools that are developing the talent needed for our business community to thrive. I'd like to invite our university and college presidents, along with their governing boards and the San Marcos Unified School District Board trustees and superintendent, to please stand. At this time, I'd like to introduce the members of the San Marcos Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. Our chair, who you met first earlier, Carla Reuter with the San Diego Union Tribune. Past chair, Derek Adams with Torrey Pines Bank. Linda Bailey with Community Strategies, Inc. Sylvia Calderon with Farmers Insurance. Robert Daniels with Skya Daniels, Lister, and Permito. Jesse Dix with State Farm Insurance. Margie Fugate with Casino del Charo. Celia Garcia with Tri-City Medical Center. Laura Gropin with Palomar College. Ginger Hitzke with Hitzke Development. Jill Lacheski with Cal State San Marcos. Mel Russell with Palomar Health. Tess Sangster with the City of San Marcos. And Dennis Walsh of Oasis Breads. Thank you all for being with us today. I'd like to recognize our event sponsors whose contributions made this event possible. First, our platinum sponsors, a sincere thank you to Brookfield Residential, California State University San Marcos, and North City. A thank you to our gold sponsors, Children's Primary Dental, Coast Catering, EDCO, Kaiser Permanente, Palomar College, and Torrey Pines Bank. We'd like to thank our silver sponsors, Consultants Collaborative, Cox Communications, Fairfield Inn and Suites by Marriott, Integral Communities, KB Home, Atlantic High Management, North County Health Services, SDG&E, San Diego Union Tribune, and Tri-City Medical Center. Our program sponsor, we want to thank Pacific Manufactured Homes. On behalf of the San Marcos Chamber of Commerce, thank you all for your generous support. Let's give our sponsors, all of our sponsors, another round of applause. It is now my distinct pleasure to welcome Mayor Rebecca Jones and the San Marcos City Council to the stage to kickstart the San Marcos Chamber of Commerce Business Excellence Awards.
Good afternoon, San Marcos. It's such a pleasure to be here today to join my fellow council members, Mayor Pro Tem Sharon Jenkins, and council members Maria Nunez, Randy Walton, and Jay Petrick. We are here today on stage to help give out this year's business awards. San Marcos is fortunate to have a strong business community that attracts top talent and is a major contributor to our economy. And now that is worth recognizing. Established by the San Marcos Chamber of Commerce, the Business Excellence Award honors chamber businesses for their significant role in supporting the business community and driving economic growth. Today, we will be bringing and honoring 4 San Marcos businesses up that have distinguished themselves in areas such as entrepreneurship, longevity, growth, innovation, and consistent involvement in this community. These businesses not only exemplify excellence in best business practices, but value investing in our community while acting as investors in our region. Each city council member will introduce an honoree who will receive a special award of recognition and distinction. I'll turn it over to Mayor Pro Tem Sharon Jenkins now. Sharon.
Thank you, Mayor. It is an honor to be here today to recognize such an important part of the San Marcos community, our businesses. Not only do San Marcos businesses make an impact on our local economy, but businesses and community nonprofit organizations also enhance our community while strengthening resources available to our residents. Our first honoree, Terry Incorporated, has been creating dynamic solutions for a huge need, a happy, productive life for millions of individuals with development and learning disabilities and their families since they opened their doors in 1980. In January, Terry broke ground near San Marcos city limits on the world's first community for people with special needs. Once completed, the 11,000 square foot community will offer hundreds of programs and will bridge the gap between individuals with special needs and the world by empowering its students through the highest standard of care, education, and innovative resources. The campus is strategically designed to be sustainable in every way possible. It will not only meet the needs of a wide spectrum of individuals with developmental disabilities, but the community will also serve as a model of care worldwide. Terry has researched, developed, and refined 19 programs and services, serving more than 800 individuals and families, including residential homes, K-12 schools, fitness and wellness programs, adult enrichment, and vocational training. These programs and services have been recognized internationally as models for the highest standard of care, and Terry has trained and advised in 14 countries. Join me in welcoming Chief Executive Officer and founder of Terry, Cheryl Kilmer, to the stage and enjoy this short video.
Terry brought out the drummer in me.
Terry brought out the singer in me. La 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 la.
Terry is a private nonprofit corporation. We founded the agency in 1980 to establish cutting-edge programs and services for people with special needs. At Terry, we believe that life's all about discovering possibilities for all of us. We all have challenges. We all live on one big spectrum that's called the human race.
At Terry, we bring out the best in our students.
I can ride a bike.
I can shrink.
So here at Terry, we don't believe in I can't. We only believe in I can.
We're so thrilled at Terry to be building our new campus in the city of San Marcos. The city has been so supportive of the work that we do at Terry. It's such a vibrant community, and we are so looking forward to being a significant contributor to that community.
We believe in the power of art and crafts.
The power of painting.
At Terry, we believe in abilities.
At Terry, good food fuels our bodies and our brains. Education is edible.
Good food rocks.
At Terry, we care about the environment and sustainability.
Rainwater.
Composting.
We're not just building a campus, we're building a launching pad. The work that Cheryl and her team have done together for nearly 40 years, a proven model of success, is going to be replicated around the world. So this is not the end, this is just the beginning.
I'd now like to welcome Councilmember Maria Nunez.
Good afternoon, everybody. Buenas tardes. I'm Maria Nunez, and I am very fortunate to represent District 1 in the city of San Marcos. Very proud to be able to do that. Our next honoree makes an impact on every life and virtually every industry. So we are incredibly fortunate to have this business in our city. And I am proud to present this next award to Avista Technologies, Inc., that was established in 1999 to develop and distribute water treatment chemicals and provide expert process support for membrane systems, including reverse osmosis, microfiltration, ultrafiltration, and multimedia filtration. Today, Avista is globally recognized and trusted supplier in more than 100 countries, helping business achieve their unique water treatment goals. Avista formulations have received approvals and certifications from the world's most respected agencies, and their products and services flow into a variety of business sectors, including municipal water, treatment, oil and gas production, food and beverage processing, pharmaceutical and medical manufacturing, energy generation, electronics fabrication, automotive production, and mining operations. As we welcome Avista Technologies Director of Product Development, Jack Mueller, to the stage to receive their deserved recognition, we have a short video about the business.
Avista Technologies is an international company. We serve over 100 countries around the world. We help the users of reverse osmosis and microfiltration to operate their systems more efficiently and effectively so they can reduce their water footprint, they can maximize the water usage, and improve productivity in their various industries.
There's a lot of companies in our industry that try to do a lot of things and satisfy a lot of different needs of the customer base, but we really focus only on the specialty chemicals for the RO system. And that allows us to be really flexible in formulating new chemistries and kind of makes us sometimes a hero on site because we really know what we're doing. Even before we had a company, the three founders were actually meeting in the Cal State San Marcos Library to formulate our business plan. And it was a nice central location and continues to be because we have employees in Murrieta, Poway, Ramona, Oceanside, Carlsbad. So San Marcos really is a nice little gem that brings everyone together.
There are many industries in North County that use our services, such as Stone Brewery and the desal plant in Carlsbad, and local power plants such as Sempra Energy. We try to give back to the community as much as possible. We do a lot of charity work with organizations like Honor Flight, taking World War II veterans back to Washington, D.C., Roses for Seniors. We work with Home of Guiding Hands. So we feel it's very important to give back, and a lot of our employees participate in those activities.
This award coincided with our 20th anniversary here in San Marcos. So I want to say thank you very much to the Chamber for recognizing Avista. We love being in your city and hope to be here for many, many more years. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Councilmember Randy Walton, and I have the distinct privilege of honoring our next business. As some of you know, San Marcos is home to a bustling manufacturing industry. Although most of us never see it, it's often in the various industrial parks around town. Our own city study revealed how important manufacturing is to our growing city. Get this, manufacturing is the second largest economic sector, accounting for nearly 7% of the city's local gross domestic product, which is about $5 million annually. It provides 11% of the city's employment, which is roughly 4,300 jobs. One of those successful manufacturing companies is our next honoree. Fluid Component International is a world-leading designer and manufacturer of sensors and instrumentation solutions whose products can be found in the world's most demanding processes, including industries such as chemical, oil and gas, power and energy, water and wastewater, pharmaceutical, pulp and paper, nuclear power, aerospace, and many more. Its products are very technical. They require exacting engineering and are very important to the end user, whether it be a power plant or an airplane. FCI has been in business for more than 5 decades and in San Marcos since 1981, and has been ranked #1 in Control Magazine's Reader's Choice Award for the last 24 years. And I'm honored to say it's one of San Marcos' largest employers. In 2018, FCI's product, the MT100 Air Gas Flow Meter, was named Flow Control Magazine's Innovation Award winner. And as a community leader, FCI has been a member of the San Marcos Chamber of Commerce since 1982 and annually hosts a golf tournament that raises money for Casa de Amparo. It's my honor to recognize FCI, and I please welcome to the stage FCI's Director of Marketing, Randy Brown.
My name is Dan McQueen. I am the President and CEO of Fluid Components International. We are a manufacturer here in San Marcos. We make precision measurement instrumentation. We have about 250 staff here, and we sell product to all the major industries virtually all over the planet. Anywhere where they're measuring something, we put equipment. Among the products that we manufacture are precision thermal mass flow meters and also thermal level devices. We are primarily a technology specialist in the area of thermal dispersion, and that's really one of the things that separates us and makes us more unique in our market. We chose San Marcos as a company headquarters back in 1980. We decided to relocate, and we saw a lot of opportunity down here from the standpoint of facility, access to a workforce, good infrastructure, a good economy for finding housing, and good schooling.
Community service is a long-standing tradition of FCI. The FCI Charity Golf Tournament has raised $145,000 for Casa de Amparo.
So we're very grateful to the City of San Marcos, and we appreciate the recognition here this year, and we look forward to more good years and a continuing great relationship with the city in general. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. My name is Jay Petrick, council member, and when I was asked to introduce this next one of our largest employers in the community, I was pretty excited about it. And I immediately thought of the tremendous good work that they do throughout not only our community, but the region as well. Collectively, all of our manufacturing activity in San Marcos is helping the San Diego region keep its footing as an industrial hub, which includes more than 3,000 companies just in our community alone, employing more than 105,000 jobs in the San Diego County. Thanks to our manufacturing industry cluster, San Marcos can offer a range of good-paying jobs across a wide variety of skill sets. Hunter Industry is a family-owned global company that provides high-quality, efficient solutions for the irrigation, outdoor lighting, and custom molding industries. Their diverse array of products can be seen everywhere, from residential landscapes to stadiums, national parks, theme parks, city parks, commercial complexes, hotels, municipal buildings, all around the world. Headquarters right here in San Marcos since 1981, Hunter's core business interest has been producing products that allow irrigation professionals to create solutions that use as little water as possible, as little energy as possible, to sustain and create optimal landscape function and ambiance. As a community partner, Hunter Industries has long been committed to social action, and their employees have established partnerships with United Way, March of Dimes, Habitat for Humanity, and other organizations to help them reach their goals. The company also supports educational programs at local community and state colleges around California. Let's give a round of applause to Hunter Industries and their Chief Executive Officer, Greg Hunter. As he makes his way to the stage and receive his business award and enjoy their video.
So I'm Greg Hunter. I'm the CEO of Hunter Industries. We're located in San Marcos, California. Hunter Industries is a landscape irrigation company. We also own a brand called Seninger, which is an agricultural irrigation business. We own a landscape lighting business, FX Luminaire. We own a dispensing business, which is Dispensing Dynamics. And we're also in the custom manufacturing business. So we've been in San Marcos since our founding in 1981. Prior to the university starting up, Hunter Industries was the largest employer in San Marcos. Obviously, bringing jobs to real estate development, the things that we've done here have definitely stimulated the economy.
There's so many unique things about Hunter Industries. I think that the one thing that resonates with me most is the people that work here and the culture that comes along with all of those people working here. Here in San Marcos, we employ 800 people. We contribute to the community in a variety of ways. Giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play is deeply rooted within the Hunter family, and that's carried over for decades into the corporation that is today Hunter Industries. We're happy to support the good effort that organizations like Habitat for Humanity, Boys and Girls Club, the Terry Campus of Life are doing to improve the lives for others. We are happy to support the academic institutions like Palomar College and Cal State San Marcos as well. And when our employees aren't giving time to the community, a variety of our employees sit on advisory councils or on board with several other nonprofit organizations.
So since our founding, our products have been focused on water efficiency, which helps with water conservation, and it's always been a focus of ours to efficiently use water in the irrigation side, and then utilizing our products in landscape around the county helps the county to have nice landscapes that are also water efficient. So I just want to thank the City of San Marcos for the recognition. In the 37 years we've been in business, we've had a strong partnership with the city and had a lot of support from them, and clearly expect that to continue in the future.
Welcome, Greg Hunter.
When I grow up, I want to be a science teacher.
I'm going to be a civil engineer. I want to serve my community as an entrepreneur.
I'm studying to be a registered nurse.
I want to create a world-renowned business using family traditions.
I want to build the best X-ray inspection systems in the world.
San Marcos is a place where you can go from grade to graduate school, find a fulfilling job, start a business, buy a home, and raise a family. With more than 95,000 diverse residents, we are the smallest yet fastest growing community along the 78 corridor. We are home to the largest community college, youngest state university, and an award-winning school district. Our skilled workforce is putting San Marcos on the map and leading in manufacturing, wholesale trade, and information. With more than 4,000 businesses and 40,000 jobs in the city, median incomes are on the rise and outpacing the region. Not only is San Marcos the safest city in North County, but our increased housing supply also offers more opportunities for families and professionals. By embracing the hometown qualities that attract young families, celebrating education, welcoming business, and partnering with our community, our city is transitioning from a drive-through community to a drive-to destination. It certainly doesn't hurt that we're one of the most beautiful areas of Southern California. We enjoy miles of trails, nearly 40 parks, and our proximity to the Pacific Ocean and San Diego. But most of all, San Marcos stands out because of our people, dreaming, striving, and thriving.
I'm going to teach people.
I'm going to be a civil engineer. I'm going to make my mark.
I'm going to keep people healthy.
I'm serving a world-class suite.
We're leading the X-ray industry right here.
Right here.
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 Here in San Marcos.
In San Marcos. In San Marcos.
In San Marcos.
San Marcos. Discover life's possibilities.
It's now my distinct pleasure to kick off the afternoon's keynote and formally introduce your mayor, Rebecca Jones. A resident for more than 20 years and longtime council member, Rebecca Jones is the first female mayor elected to the office in the city of San Marcos. In addition to her role as mayor, Rebecca currently serves on the SANDAG Board of Directors and as an alternate representative to North County Transit District and the League of California Cities. As an advocate for public safety in San Marcos, Rebecca is dedicated to maintaining a high quality of life in her community and strongly supports San Marcos youth. Recognized by the Red Ribbon Commission in 2016 with the Excellence in Prevention Advocacy Award, she effectively championed the creation of ordinances to restrict tobacco sales to San Marcos youth. Rebecca has also actively worked to outlaw the sale of synthetic drug spice and bath salts in advance of state action. Today, Rebecca is actively involved in serving the San Marcos Boys and Girls Club as an advisory board member and serves on the annual auction committee, previously serving as co-chair. She is also board member for the San Marcos Promise. Mayor Jones is a strong supporter of business in San Marcos and believes that a healthy business base is an important part of a dynamic and thriving community. She is a member of the Lincoln Club of San Diego County, an organization that supports businesses and has promoted streamlining city planning processes so that small businesses can open in shorter time frames to succeed in San Marcos. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm welcome to San Marcos Mayor, Rebecca Jones.
What a beautiful day it is to be celebrating our community and our businesses. After serving for more than a decade on the San Marcos City Council, I have looked forward to this event each year because it's a tremendous opportunity to come together, reflect back on our community's progress, and to set the tone for the coming year. And I'm humbled to be standing here before you today as your first female mayor. It's about time. It's exciting to stand here as an example to other women and to young ladies, to show that you can dream big and that those dreams can become your reality. I'd like to thank the residents of San Marcos for trusting me with this incredible honor. I want to thank my colleagues, Mayor Pro Tem Sharon Jenkins, and Council Members Maria Nunez, Randy Walton, and Jay Petrick. I look forward to serving with you. Thank you. Thank you to my predecessors, former council members who have been here today and make sure that they have left a legacy, one that has made San Marcos what it is today. Pia Harris Ebert. Hal Martin. And Jen Simmons. And we have an honored guest here today, Daniel Smith, son of late F.H. Corky Smith. Corky Smith was a resident of San Marcos since Mission Road was a dirt road and served on the San Marcos City Council from 1980 until 2006. Corky was instrumental in the development of the city, including the Heart of the City area, the Civic Center complex, the City Charter, Cal State San Marcos, which we are at today, the San Marcos Senior Center, and the San Marcos Boys and Girls Club. Let's give an applause to Corky's son for being here today and his being a role model and guiding San Marcos to one of the finest cities in San Diego County. And a special thanks to President Dr. Karen Haynes and the students of Cal State San Marcos for this beautiful venue. And also to Palomar College President Joy Lynn Blake and their video production team who is recording the event today. Thank you. To our new superintendent, Dr. Carmen Garcia of the San Marcos Unified School District. I'd also like to recognize a few special guests, Chamber Board Executive Committee Chair Carla Reuter and Chamber President Rick Rangaitis. We also have the mayors along the 78 corridor, Matt Hall from Carlsbad, and thank you, Matt. And Deputy Mayor John Franklin from Vista. The Chamber of Commerce has already acknowledged our other elected officials and commissioners, but I wanted to add that it is these dedicated individuals that contribute to the success of our city. So thank you. I want to thank all of our sponsors again today for supporting the Chamber and our city with your generous donations and time. This is a wonderful community of people who work hard, reach for excellence, and achieve incredible dreams. As a resident for more than 20 years, I got my start in the community as an advocate because I love this city. I knew that when you care about something, you get involved, you volunteer, and you can make a difference. This is what makes San Marcos stand out, the many people who are passionately involved in the community. I often say that San Marcos volunteers are the best thing about San Marcos. The annual State of the City address provides an opportunity to embrace how far we have come together. This city marks our city's birthday of our 56th year. It was the year 1963. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his I Have a Dream speech. The Beatles released their first album, and a little city was born in North San Diego County as the city of San Marcos. Our beginnings were humble, but with strong roots, built on hard work and a desire to stand out. We started with just one stoplight, one grocery store to serve our community's shopping needs, and one park for our 2,500 residents. In fact, Cal State San Marcos is sitting on what used to be an old chicken ranch. To put things into perspective for you, we now have 135 signalized intersections, 286 miles of sidewalks, 36 parks, 63 miles of trails, 7 recreational facilities, more than 30,000 homes, thousands of businesses, a top-ranked school district, one of the largest community colleges, a growing Cal State University San Marcos, and more than 95,000 residents. I would say we've changed a little bit. And I believe we're looking good for our age. Together, we have seen San Marcos grow, and because of our strong roots, we're able to face challenges head on. Challenges like recession, community growth, drought, fire, housing affordability, and threats to our local control. These challenges test our resilience and provide opportunities to unify, strengthen our community, and shine. And San Marcos is forging its own path in discovering our limitless potential. We have one of the fastest growing cities in San Diego County. Median incomes are on the rise, outpacing the region. And San Marcos is home to California's largest community college and youngest state university. Our San Marcos Unified School District is one of the best in the region, focused on providing our youth a high-quality educational foundation. In recent years, San Marcos households have seen incomes grow by nearly 9%, and the unemployment rate of 2.9% remains low. Working together has made it possible to offer a higher quality of life for our residents, for our businesses, for our students, and our visitors too. With world-class educational institutions and a talented workforce, the city is a pipeline for regional talent and home to high-paying industries. San Marcos boasts more than 4,000 businesses, up 25% from a decade ago. With more than 40,000 jobs in the city, our local businesses continue to thrive and are making San Marcos an economic powerhouse. Higher than average median wages can be found in 3 high-paying industries: manufacturing, wholesale trade, and information. Our housing stock offers diverse housing opportunities for young families, professionals, and our retirees as well. In the last decade, our housing stock has grown by 10%, critical to meet the housing needs coming down from the state. And we understand the importance of recreational opportunities. Our community boasts 63 miles of multi-use trails, 36 public parks across nearly 300 acres of park space. The city is home to more than 240 restaurants with 8 breweries and more fine dining establishments on the way. The numbers tell the story about our San Marcos. Our growing reputation as a great place to live, work, and play is well deserved. Thank you. I actually woke up this morning with no voice, so I'm doing pretty good, I think. We will continue to focus on economic development, cutting the red tape so businesses can open their doors quickly, and collaborating with our corridor cities to attract quality businesses that not only put San Marcos on the map, but also add to our own unique character. When you think of a neighborhood or city that you love, you tend to list local businesses that contribute to that character. Think about how you feel visiting your favorite coffee shop or restaurant, the barber or hairstylist that you have been going to since you were a kid, or your regular workout spot where you've made so many friends. Local businesses create your sense of place. They make you proud to live here. When people are proud of their hometown, they tend to care more, volunteer more, and invite others to visit more. Recently, San Marcos was recognized internationally for its economic development outreach work. We will continue this momentum. San Marcos' emerging urban core is transforming the city from a drive-to destination instead of a drive-through community. The city is focused on strategically bringing vibrant, mixed-use concepts to areas located near transit to offer spaces where residents and visitors can have an opportunity to embrace local artisans and promote local culture. Case in point, the city's University District, better known as North City, is coming to life right across the street from here. We have 195 acres that are transforming into a place where you can work, bike, or hike the local trails and meet friends for a drink down the block. Residents can also look forward to seeing new innovative businesses coming to San Marcos, starting with My Yard Live. This new family-friendly dining entertainment option is coming to the Old Hometown Buffet restaurant off Rancheros. I have so many people asking me all the time, what's going on over there? It's been vacant for so long. Well, it's exciting. My Yard Live is going to be coming. Adding to our brew culture is Karl Strauss, and is expected to break ground on their new location this year. Plans are also moving forward with Area of the Arts, a project that will one day transform the 9 acres of vacant land at the intersection of Grand Avenue and Linda Vista into a thriving village anchored by arts, makers, craft brewers, and distillers with an interactive park at its core. Moving forward, we will continue to partner with our neighboring cities through Innovate 78, a unique collaboration that puts North County first. Together, San Marcos, Oceanside, Carlsbad, Vista, and Escondido are focused on attracting and keeping businesses in North County. While we want businesses to make San Marcos their permanent home, we will refer them to another Innovate city if we can't help meet their needs. We want to keep them in North County. Next steps for this effort will involve strategies that support local businesses and expand awareness of all North County offers to site selectors and investors. When we thrive, our businesses thrive. We all know that sales tax revenue helps fund the high quality of life that we enjoy here in San Marcos. In fact, sales tax is the city's largest, highest revenue stream, bringing in more than $17 million annually, second only to property tax revenue. Not only are we committed to creating a business-friendly city, but we will also live up to our chartered expectation of thinking more like a business by seeking out ways to make our community thrive without raising taxes. If you've ever spent time at San Marcos City Hall, you may have noticed there are plenty of busy employees, but not everyone works for the city of San Marcos. A portion of the office space is leased to private companies, which occupy about 1/3 of our building. This is one of the many ways that San Marcos has invested in property to generate revenue and pay for services without burdening residents by raising our taxes. Unlike other cities, San Marcos does not have big sales tax generators like car dealerships, regional malls, or Legoland to rely on for revenue generation. Sorry, Matt. It's a big revenue generator. To make up for it, your city manages an extensive real estate portfolio, which includes offices, residential properties, the Creekside Marketplace Retail Center, and more than 1 million square feet of land holdings. All this generates more than $10 million of rental income annually, making it the city's third largest revenue stream after property tax and sales tax. These dollars help pay for things like parks, fire stations, and street maintenance. While not common in government, the city has taken a page from that business playbook to benefit our taxpayers. Our outside-of-the-box approach and fiscally conservative leadership means we're in a better position to weather whatever the economy throws at us, and we are ready. While we take an innovate approach to raise revenue, your city council will continue to maintain fiscally conservative policies and keep healthy reserves. This will be more important now than ever, as indicators show that our economy may be slowing down. As we know, costs for services are not getting cheaper. The city is proactively taking steps to manage employee retirement costs and streamlining services to help reduce expenses wherever possible. Our goal is to deliver the exceptional level of service that our residents have come to expect. Overall, the city's finances remain steady and property taxes are stable. City policies that are in place, whenever we touch our reserves, we have to pay it back within 5 years. Think the DMV. And then also the new Winco Hobby Lobby building. They were tremendously great for the city, and we're so excited that we were able to do that. We are committed to these fiscal promises, and we will keep putting them into action. We will keep a keen eye on the economy, making sure we hold true to the fiscally conservative principles that have kept us above the red during the downturn. And part of being a well-run city is making sure that we have the best and brightest working at City Hall. While the millennial generation continues to enter the workforce in ever-growing numbers, employers are confronted with another workforce challenge from the other end of the spectrum. This silver tsunami. That wave of maturing associates preparing to exit the workforce. We used to call this long in the tooth. To meet this challenge head-on, the city is establishing in-house talent attraction and retention strategies. We've already delivered award-winning videos and employee testimonials that have successfully supported almost 80 recruitments, generated nearly 2,400 applications, and filled several top-level positions at City Hall. To top it off, this effort will save the city tens of thousands of dollars in what would have otherwise been spent on outside recruiting firms. This isn't the only area that we will continue examining as an organization, though. We will look at our operations from the inside out to make sure that we're meeting the needs of our residents and businesses in the most efficient way possible. The City Council will engage in an upcoming Strategic Goals workshop to outline our vision for the coming years. With the new council members on board, the productive session will help us to identify priorities and outline strategies that will guide us forward. Of course, folded into these main goals is the day-to-day work that makes this city great. For starters, we have the lowest crime rate in San Marcos history, and we are North County's safest city, all while keeping safety costs at the lowest in the region. Thanks to the San Diego Sheriff's Department and Captain Dave Brown, we have seen the overall crime rate go down by 19% in the last 5 years. Captain Brown tells me that their focus will be on expanding efforts for at-risk youth. By providing positive role models throughout innovative programs such as the Respect Project and Camp Lead, our young residents come to understand the many opportunities available to help them succeed and reach their highest potential. The Sheriff's Department will also assist county probation with compliance checks, work with local merchants to make our shopping areas safer, and make sure San Marcos remains one of the safest cities in the region. We will do this by looking at having a more proactive approach at crime. This means working together with our schools and continuing to fund school resource officers. Our fire department will continue to focus on delivering the superior service that our residents have come to expect. And despite continued high call volumes, the department's average response times for emergency calls have remained some of the fastest in the region, coming in under 5.5 minutes on average, and that's with traffic. So good job. To also help curb these high call volumes, the department is partnering with 211 San Diego, the region's resource and informational hub that connects people with community, health, and disaster services. In the next 3 years, you can also expect to see Fire Station Number 3 remodeled and updated. San Marcos Fire Department trains around the clock to stay up on the most current firefighting and life-saving practices. They work diligently with residents and businesses to educate and prepare the community ahead of time, so that if you are in a disaster, we are ready and prepared. I, for one, love it when young people are involved in the community, so there they are. Okay, so, but let's hear about the city today. As North we continue to grow, we also face the challenges of increased traffic congestion, affordable housing, and demand for services as they intensify. Your city council will adapt. We will work tirelessly toward solutions. And with an eye on the future, your city has put policies in place to take care of what is ours. We have made your city infrastructure a priority. The city maintains roads, public buildings, vehicles and equipment, storm drains, parks, and other public amenities. We do this by setting aside general fund dollars for long-range maintenance. That set aside is increased a compounding half percentage each year until we reach a goal of 6 to 10% of our general fund. If you let your infrastructure fail, it costs more in the long run. Short-term pain, but long-term gain. We know traffic flow is important to our residents and keeping city streets in good condition. It also helps with our city well-being and also our businesses. So after completing all designs and securing approval by Caltrans, wait for it, it's my pleasure to announce that residents will see a major construction on the long-promised area creek improvements. When I sold homes in Discovery Hills in the early 90s, I had days that I couldn't get to work, so this is a long time coming. And I know you've heard this story before, and we may have some skeptics, but work has already started to make way for this past December it started, and it's getting ready for construction. As we speak, the city is advertising to secure our construction contractor. Starting this fall, expect to see groundbreaking on construction of the 2 new bridges that will span Bent Avenue and Via Veracruz. We will also be expanding Discovery Street, adding a promenade trail connecting the 2 bridges, as well as bringing bike, pedestrian, and signal improvements. You know these annoying road closures every time it rains? Well, once this project is complete, we won't have them anymore. Our traffic flow will improve, the creek will be restored, and residents and visitors will have a new recreation space to enjoy. All this will take about 3 years. But you won't be getting the alerts after that, so just bear with us. There will be major impacts to residents, schools, businesses, and commuters. Again, short-term pain for long-term gain. While we can't avoid these impacts, expect to know about them because this summer, an outreach effort will kick off to make sure residents, businesses, and everyone that visits us is informed, know where to get the information, and how to get questions answered. The city will be reaching out early and often to keep you updated on road closures, construction impacts, and overall project progress. When it comes to traffic management, focus on will be upgrading our technology so that the city can communicate and coordinate faster at our intersections. In addition to upgrading the city's traffic management system, we will be replacing outdated traffic control signals and new generation controllers capable of adaptive control and enhanced coordination for improved control will be installed. No one's excited about that? I know I am. But we are working diligently on this important quality of life issue, but we need your help too. In 2019, we will be educating residents about safe driving habits and encouraging drivers honk less and wave more. So that we can This is so we can all have a better experience when you drive through our city. I'm so proud to announce also that this summer we will be launching a new app, the San Marcos City app, designed to give San Marcos residents a free, real-time, and simple way to use their cell phone to report community issues such as streetlight outages, graffiti, or potholes. Until this app is ready for its public debut, visit the city's website to let us know about your issues and community suggestions on Report a Concern. Our award-winning Parks and Recreational program is gearing up to celebrate the grand opening of the Mark J. Noy Adult Fitness Center. It's located at the Senior Activity Center, and it will be in just a few weeks. As the city's first outdoor recreation space to offer a combined cardio and strength training equipment, this facility is designed for year-round use to encourage healthy and active lifestyles, all while supporting the city's status of a San Diego County Live Well community. And speaking of living well, the council recently approved smoke-free public parks to protect the health, safety, comfort, and environment of our park visitors. The health of our community is important to us. And let's talk about growth. Growth brings progress, and progress brings challenges. From traffic to housing to school capacity and the state's unfunded mandates, we must adapt to take our city to new heights. While we continue to grow, we have and we will continue to plan for it. Not only do we have new housing challenges facing from the state of California, but our residents have let us know that thoughtful growth is a priority, and it is a priority to this city council. The city's general plan updated 7 years ago and has served as a blueprint for us and our community partners as a standard for land use and development. We will be updating it. We will be reflecting the changes and challenges of today, taking into consideration things like traffic, open space, traffic, parks, recreation, and schools. And such, we will be initiating this update and our housing element to ensure that we are ready for the future and any potential impacts of state legislation. Future development will likely focus on more density and diversity, projects that fill in our community and add to the diversity of homes available here, all with less impact on roads and more our open spaces. Despite our challenges and requirements pushed down on us by the state, San Marcos will stay committed to its neighborhoods, its residents, and our businesses, and we are invested in seeing the city's community thrive. Thank you to Palomar College, Cal State University San Marcos, University of St. Catherine, St. Augustine University, High Tech High, and San Marcos Unified School District. Along with programs like the San Marcos Promise, the Palomar Promise, Gear Up, and AVID for educating tomorrow's workforce. Our schools are a major reason San Marcos is on the map. They directly impact the region's talent pipeline, make families want to move here and live here, and keep our businesses thriving. It is this collaboration between the city, our educational institutions, our businesses, community organizations, and the region that creates the high quality of life in San Marcos. As we look to the next 4 years, you will see other partnerships strengthened to achieve our strategic priorities. Our partnership with our schools, with our 78 corridor cities. Partnerships with the San Marcos Boys and Girls Club and other many community organizations, from North County Health Services, Tri-City Hospital, our utilities such as Vallecito's Water District, SDG&E, EDCO, cable providers, the Chamber of Commerce, and so many more. Again, I want to emphasize our partnership with our businesses and the San Marcos Chamber of Commerce. Executive Committee Chair Carla Reuter and President Rick Rengaitis. We continue to feature the State of the City during the Chamber's Business Awards Luncheon to recognize the businesses, community, and celebrate both the city's work and the Chamber's dedication to seeing our community thrive. San Marcos is a place where you can go from grade school to graduate school, find a fulfilling job, start a business, buy a home, raise your family, and then retire. By embracing the hometown qualities that attract young families, celebrating education, welcoming business, and partnering with our community, our city is transitioning from a drive-through community to a drive-to destination. As the city star continues to rise, your city is committed to meeting new challenges that is growing community experiences. But most of all, San Marcos will continue to stand out because our people dreaming, striving, and thriving. By working together, the best is yet to come. We can only be a city whose industry and innovation continues to make us better and our region better and provide good, high-paying jobs. We will continue to be North County's education hub, when young people know that when they are involved, their dreams can become a reality. Together, your City Council is focused on getting to work so that residents now and future generations can discover life's possibilities right here in San Marcos. Thank you.